Elgato Stream Deck used to be the ultimate creator tool. 32 customizable keys, total control over your stream, and it became a status symbol on every desk. But here in 2025, with free phone apps, software alternatives, and even cheaper physical devices on the market, do you really still need to buy a Stream Deck? Let's find out. So when the Stream Deck first came out, it changed the way content creators worked. Instead of alt-tabbing or fumbling with keyboard shortcuts, you had one button to do anything. Switch scenes in OBS, mute your mic, play a sound effect, launch apps, anything like that. It was really simple, and it was powerful. It made streaming feel professional. But fast forward to now, and it's no longer the only option. There are free or cheap apps like Touch Portal, Macro Deck, Deckboard, or even Elgato's own virtual Stream Deck that you can run on a phone, a tablet, or even a second monitor. They basically give you the same functionality without needing to spend hundreds. And it's not just software. Now you've got other companies making physical macro pads and controllers that do a very similar job to what the Stream Deck does. Some even cost half the price, and while they might not have the same polished software or plug-in support, they definitely close the gap for budget-conscious creators who still want real buttons to press. But here's the thing, a Stream Deck still has some big advantages. The tactile buttons mean you don't need to look down mid-stream. You can just sort of feel for the key, press it, and you know that it's done. It's more reliable than software on a phone or a tablet. Of course, there's no disconnections, no wireless connectivity, no screen timeouts, no lag, anything like that. And the Elgato ecosystem is still huge, with plugins for OBS, Twitch, Spotify, Discord, Premiere Pro, and even smart lights. So in my setup, I use this Stream Deck XL to control everything. I'm switching scenes, muting my mic, controlling my music, and even running macros in Premiere Pro when I'm editing videos just like these. Could I do all that on a phone or with a cheaper macro pad? Sure, but the convenience of hitting a physical key that integrates perfectly into my workflow makes a really big difference, especially when I'm live. Now, that said, it's not perfect. The XL version that I have here costs around £200, which is a lot compared to a free app or a £70 macro pad. It also takes up a bit of desk space, and some of the plugins can be a bit hit and miss sometimes. If you're only streaming a couple of times a month, you might not actually get the value out of something like this. So, do you still need a Stream Deck in 2025? For beginners or casual creators, no. Software and cheaper physical options will honestly get you most of the way there. But if you're streaming regularly or building a professional setup, a physical Elgato Stream Deck is still the fastest, most reliable option. It's no longer essential, but it's still one of the best tools out there. So that's my take on the Stream Deck in 2025. If this video helped you out, then of course make sure to leave a like rating as well as subscribe for more tech videos just like this one. Also, let me know down in the comments down below, have you got a Stream Deck yourself? Are you looking to purchase one? What option are you going to be going for? Are you going to go for an app, or are you going to go for a physical device, whether that be a Stream Deck or otherwise? I'm interested to know down there below. Make sure to check out this video on the screen as well if you haven't seen it already. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.